Hello, it's Euan Plush Studios and happy Halloween. It's not actually Halloween for me today, but when this gets uploaded, it will be Halloween. Anyways, today we have our final Jazwares thing to review until December. We have the Endo series Bonnie and Withered Bonnie. So, we don't really need to go over this box too much since we already went through it with Freddy. We'll just point out a few things, like down here they use Toy Bonnie instead of Toy Freddy like they did on the Freddy packaging, which still isn't right, because it should be like Classic Bonnie or Withered Bonnie on the packaging. And then we turn it around, we can see there's Bonnie and Withered Bonnie. Yeah, there's really nothing different about this box than there was the Freddy box, so let's not spend any more time on the box and let's cut it open. Yeah, got a knife here. You can see we've got everyone in the back still. There we go, we sliced it open. Now let's try and get into it. So just undid the flap on off camera. Let's pull out the tray of pieces and let's pull out the backdrop because I put away the backdrop from the Freddy set. Why did I put away the backdrop from the Freddy set? Well, I didn't really need it out anymore because I knew I could be getting this Bonnie one. So here's the backdrop, it's the exact same backdrop and we'll just stick that back there once I change the camera, yeah. Alright, so we're back, we put the backdrop up and I've removed the toy figures because, well, they aren't really relevant right now. So let's get out our Endoskeleton and have a look at him. Move the pieces down to the side. And here's our Endoskeleton. He's basically the same as the Freddy Endo. The only difference is the eye colour and the eyelids. The eyelids here are silver and also the lips here, these are silver as well. Meanwhile on the Freddy Endo, let's just grab Freddy. Take off his head. See, there they are together. I do prefer the grey eyelids and lips, but yeah, that's same articulation. We don't really need to go through that right now. Yeah, you can go spin. Woo! Can you stand? Yes, he can stand. Can we focus on him? Yes, we can. Let's start by building Classic Bonnie onto him. And so here we have Classic Bonnie all built up, and we've brought back Classic Freddy so we can compare them together. So let him spin around a bit so you can see all angles of him. I think we've seen enough of that now. Anyway, so here is our Classic Bonnie figure, and yeah, he's quite nice. He does retain the same articulation that Freddy did, the opening and closing mouth, the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the legs, the drop down hips, the knees, the feet. But I will say the feet on this one, bits are falling off. The feet on this one were a lot harder than they were on Freddy, either of the Freddys. So yeah, if you run into that trouble, you might want to put these in hot water, the feet I mean, not the actual figure, otherwise the joints will go loose. I also wanted to bring back the classic ones so that we can do this. We can bring out the Funko ones, which, yeah, they look kind of shit. There goes Bonnie. Mine is very broken, so he doesn't really stand too well. But yeah, there's our Funko ones, and then here's our Jazwares ones. And I must say, the faces look a lot better on these. These ones, they just look kind of ugly. These ones are nice looking. Yeah. Let's just get those out here. Anyways, for Bonnie, yeah, there is one thing that I would have liked him to have, and that is articulated ears, but because of the way that the head attaches together, you see it splits if we can do it. It's probably good that they don't come apart, isn't it? See how they splits right through the ears, so you can't really have a joint in there. And there's just your empty Bonnie head. And these are like fully swappable. If you want to take Freddy here, let's just take his head off. And we'll give him a Bonnie head for whatever reason. We can totally do that. Just plug that in there. Plug that on there. And now we have whatever the fuck this is. Ah. I don't know why you'd ever want that, but it's fun, you know? You can just have fun with these figures. I think we've taken enough of a look at classic Bonnie. Let's take a look at Withered Bonnie now. Alright, so here's Withered Bonnie, and I'm just fucking with you. Let's take those eyes out. Okay, there we go. There's Withered Bonnie, and I'm gonna be honest, this is the figure that I have the most problems with in the line, but we'll get onto those in a minute. Let's talk about the good here. So, he's very accurate, and he, like on the bottom, he's very accurate. Look at all these, like, all the damage on his legs. There's so much more than on Freddy. And his arm here, this is actually a new piece. This is like, it connects to the endoskeleton body. You take out and it just plugs into this hole right here. And then that's fully articulated. You can turn that all around however you please. You can move it up and down. And his hand here, this is also an endoskeleton hand. This is the one that just came on the regular Endo. Same with this foot down here. And yeah. Turn to the back, you can see there's even more damage on the back here. You may notice that these bits right here, these are just painted on, and I think most people would rather if they were just like, if there are cutouts like this, but this is so that it can actually stay on the endoskeleton. Like, there's pegs inside these pieces and they stay inside the endoskeleton. And I think now we should get on to what I don't like about this figure. And that's this jaw right here. This upper jaw, Withered Bonnie doesn't have that. I feel like this should have been removable. I remember the McFarlane endoskeleton. That one had a removable top jaw, so you could like get the heads on it. Yeah, I kind of wish this one had a removable jaw, because the eyes are removable, and if we take off the head, we look at the back here, you can see that there's like an extra panel here. It looks like you should be able to remove the jaw, but you can't. Just get that back on. Yeah, his eyes are also kind of bugging me, because like Withered Bonnie's eyes, they are kind of like little dots. These ones are like giant holes, and I don't know if you can see, but there is some red in there. Just try and get them close to the camera. Focus in. You can sort of see the red in there. So yeah, I mean, it's still a good figure, but like it's got flaws, and quite a few of them. He looks great next to Withered Freddy, if it'll focus for me. Yeah, he looks great with his Withered Freddy. Yeah, they're a great pairing. I can't wait to have Chica and Fox to go with them, but they don't come out until December. So yeah, I think we've talked enough about this figure right here. Let's get on to the final verdict. Rah! If you'll focus. Rah! So, the Jazwares Endo series Bonnie. What do I think of him? Well, he's probably the weaker of the two Endo series. Like, there's just quite a few problems with Withered Bonnie that I have. Like his big clump of wires. They just don't look too natural. And like the printed in withering on his legs. I know why they're there, but they just don't look right with all the other like open spots. And of course his upper jaw not being removable. But I mean, besides that, he's alright. Like, if you get him in a good pose and like get some good lighting going around, you can get some good photos with this guy. Like, great figure, especially if you have him paired up with Withered Freddy from the Freddy pack. Like, I'm just really happy to have a well-articulated 6-inch Five Nights at Freddy's figures of like my favourite animatronic set. I'm really looking forward to getting Chica and Foxy in December. There will be reviews of them, but yeah, not right now because, you know, they're not out. If I could have them sooner, I would, but yeah, they're not out. So yeah, that's probably going to be an end to this video. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye.